All right, guys, it's your boy, Mr. Luke Evan Brooks. I wanted to talk to you for a second in regards to just get this together. Just get this together, guys. I want to talk to you in regards to the update with Avail. I am using Avail car share for my folks in the United States. This is the best program that I think that you need to have if you're talking about making a passive income truly with them. Now, currently, with my update is that I have two vehicles now. I have a 2019 Ford Fusion and a 2019 Nissan Sentra. Totally two different cars, right? One's a midsize sedan, the other one is basically a small sedan. And it was a strategy behind that, right? I wanted to make sure that I test this out. I end up buying these cars straight up with financing methods, not putting all my cash into the stock, but using other people's money, which I teach in my course. Now, before we start, if you're looking to grow your business online using just Facebook, trying to get organic leads, getting leads that's going to convert into making money, then you need to go ahead and actually check out the links down below in the description. You don't want to miss out on that, guys. And guys, if you're first time following me here, please go ahead and subscribe. We're going to go ahead and start now. Now, as I was talking about, with these two cars, the first car was the 2019 Ford Fusion. And what I did was I'm in Bahrain right now, right? I'm actually in Bahrain doing my thing for my job, right? I worked the Navy as well too, but I knew that I wanted to make additional money. I wanted to make additional money for my business as far as I have an LLC, I have everything up and running. And what I decided to do is to go ahead and get these cars that can generate money. Now, I had a criteria, right? My criteria was this: I needed to make payments underneath $300, right? It's including the insurance that I want to get for my cars, for gap insurance and other things I want to, and then just have a maintenance bucket, right? Because at the end of the day, when you're getting your car fixed or whatnot, you're gonna have to have a way to put money away. Now, there's stipulations on that because people ask like, "Hey, what are you gonna do if you have Allstate with them?" Right? Allstate is with Avail. Now, that's gonna cover if your car get messed up, and God forbid, knock on wood, I don't want my car to be messed up. But if your car's total at the end of the day, they're not gonna pay you but so much. Where I bought my own insurance as a gap, I bought gap insurance. You buy it when you first get the car, right? So if something happens, you're not stuck with the note. And that was my strategy going behind there. Now, recently, my car with the Central had people driving the car crazy, right? Not crazy to a extent where it's Grand Theft Auto, but I believe with Avail, you're looking at about 50 miles a day with the vehicle, and they drove about 582 miles going all the way to Tennessee and back to Charlotte, North Carolina. And good news is that Avail gives you reimbursement for that. For every mile that a person puts on your car that goes over that limit, it's 50 cents per mile. So the check came out pretty well. The car needed to get the brakes and rotors replaced. No damage as they say, but it's a safety issue. And with that in mind, we went ahead and got that. But with this latest payday, I got paid over $1,200, and I'm about to show you exactly that here on the chart. So I want you to take in consideration some of the things that you have to do. Your car cannot have any recalls on it, right? It can't be any recalls on your vehicle. It can't be where if you get a vehicle at the end of the day that you're just like, okay, I'm good to go, right? And with that in mind, if you do have the vehicle, that vehicle needs to be non-electric, right? It can't be a pure electric car that won't mess with you. This is not Turo. Other things is that the car's got to be in good working condition. I know that sounds crazy, but I guess people will try the company to do anything. And to me, when it comes to money, when it comes to my business, I don't want to be playing around. I want to have the best car out there. And that's why I got newer cars. I didn't want to get the newest car. I didn't want to get an absolutely brand new car because with new cars, you have to take into consideration there can be recalls. If your car has a recall on it and it's a recall that's not been addressed yet, and that was my first car, and it wasn't even in 2022, you would keep your car basically in delisting mode, meaning that even though the car's waiting to get a recall address to get fixed, the car's not going to be able to be put on the market. And it don't matter what the recall is. For me, I had a Forte, I believe, and this is my very first car. And I found I had a recall, even though I talked to the dealership. And I told them, hey, is this recall something that can be fixed? And they said, yeah. Come to find out, it could not be fixed because the dealership didn't know that the manufacturing company didn't have a way to fix this. And as you see, I just got paid again, additional money. Now it's coming in. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if you can see that. I might throw up the other camera here. Let's throw up the other camera. We'll add in another camera here for you. That way we're not losing our minds here. All right. Here. I wanted to go ahead and just have something that can generate money because you might say, well, what you got a car note, this and that. My car note again is below $300. And let me talk about that. The reason why it's below $300 is that Avail, if your car was sit on a lot for 30 days straight, they still gonna pay you on this long-term program down low. They're gonna pay you $300 as the maximum, right? And then you get your other bonuses. The longer you hold a car, the more bonuses they give you. Then they give you quarterly bonuses, leading up to getting roughly about, I want to say about $5,000 that I'm tracking, $5,000 in bonuses or $6,000 actually in bonuses per vehicle, right? So depending on if you're getting an SUV or you're gonna get a regular car, if you get a large size SUV or a large van, they give you more. I get paid $20 per day for my vehicle use. If you was to get a SUV, a large SUV or a large van, they're gonna bump it up by $5. And the great news is that you can build a fleet truly with Avail. Now, unlike Turo, Avail does not require you to watch the car. They will watch the car at the airports for you. And now they're branching off in major other cities besides the airports of major cities like Charlotte, Atlanta, Miami. I mean, other places we can list, we can keep going on. You just have to go to the website. But the good news about this is that if you come through, right? And when I say come through, I mean when you actually get your car out and say, I want to give it to you, they're gonna have you take your car to Pet Boys and have a 120-point inspection. A 120-point inspection is just gonna run down, make sure everything's good to go. And that's why I pushed to get a new car. I wanted to make sure that everything was good. It's already gone through the inspection and everything's taken care of. Now, I would tell folks this, starting off, I wasn't making this much money, but as the demand of fuel prices and stuff going up, people are going for these more fuel efficient vehicles. They don't have money to buy a brand new vehicle, but they will have money to get a fuel efficient vehicle. And that's the best strategy to go with. Now, when they go to the lot, people can't just simply say, I want that car. They're going to give you, Avail's going to give you the best car that they have that's available, but it's not no luck of the draw every day my car's getting rented out. But based off what I've been looking at, my car's been rented out about 90%, both vehicles now. Initially with the Nissan Sentra, the second car that I got in February, wasn't getting that. But as time went by, the car stayed on there. And I do plan on getting about 8 cars in total. So that means that leaves me with 6. So right now in Charlotte is 2. We're going to get 2 more by the end of the year, and more likely a few months after that, get 4 cars all together and just go out with it. If you're looking to do that, I would tell you this too. I think with Avail, it's brand new. There's plenty of room to grow. It's not saturated like you have Turo. You don't have to do all these complex moves where you got to meet someone at the airport or you got a key drop off. All that stuff is handled by Avail. They will take care of your car. They will change your tires. Got brand new tires on the Nissan Sentra. They will do the windshield wiper blades. They do the oil changes. They do the inspection. They will do the maintenance for you. If you have any repairs, you can authorize them to do repairs and they would take care of it for you. Or if you don't want them to do the repairs at their facility, you can go ahead and elect to do it wherever you want to within 10 miles of the Avail location that you have your car stationed at. Now, I will tell you, there are some cons to it as well, too. With Avail being brand new, communication can be janky. And what I mean by that is that if you're talking to someone on the phone about your vehicle, but then a few days later you're talking to someone in an email or chat, they may have different notes and they're a little bit of delay, right? For one point, I had someone had a little bit of damage done to my vehicle, not on my fault. It was the fault of the driver. Avail stepped in there and took care of it. But when I was asking when the repair times were going to be, they would quote me March, even though this vehicle had only been out in January, and it kind of threw me off. So I actually had to call the body shop that the vehicle was at, and they said, "No, your vehicle's ready to pick up. We're waiting on y'all to pick it up." So it was misdirection. So you have to stay on top of that. And I think they're going to work on that. It wasn't too bad. Also, with their system, with the pay system, initially when they start doing an update on the pay, as far as showing what you're getting paid, they didn't itemize everything like they were supposed to. So I track everything electronically with an Excel file, and I track it old fashioned with a notepad. And tracking, I said, well, where's my bonuses at for the Ford Focus, not Ford Focus, excuse me, Ford Fusion? And at the end of the day, they was like, well, I think that's it right there. So, well, y'all need a tracking. Now I was getting paid. I just didn't know where that money was coming from. And from that point on, they got their stuff fixed. It was a accounting issue on their end. So you definitely want to be tracking exactly on what is given to you I don't want to say every single day, but you need to be checking it on weekly to make sure that your books match what they're telling you that you're supposed to get paid. It's a lucrative thing. I would recommend it for people who really want to do this. And there's going to be more videos talking about it, Avail. So I hope that you enjoy this. I wanted to put this out while I have some time. But guys, I thank you again for tuning in to the channel. If you like what I'm talking about, if you're really serious about making some money, you need to go ahead and subscribe. You need to cut out the nonsense and go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment. If you got questions, drop them down below. We got much, much more coming for you. I want you to just be aware that we're talking about Avail and how you can make money. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. Take care, guys. See you on the other side.